Why do we as brands or as individuals absolutely need to get on the live streaming bandwagon in 2020? So I think it's divided into about 3 distinctly different buckets for me, and let's start talking about each of them. So point number 1, live is genuine. Now, a lot of brands that you see today, when it comes to the TVCs that they have or the digital promotion that they do or anything, absolutely, brands feel really pressurized now to appear as more real and more believable than ever before. So there is this really big pressure on them to sort of develop more and more content which not only describes or show their product or services in the best light, but also sort of strikes a chord with the audience, as in has some sort of a reality aspect to it, which just makes it look much more, something that connects with you. So I think that it's very important for brands to really step up and be themselves, because when brands basically sort of put forward their human version or come across as what they would stand for or what traits they would stand for if they were a human, that's when they're able to sort of connect with their audiences more. So it's very important to sort of stop into project that absolutely pitch perfect image of yourself and come out as a more real and approachable person, and create more genuine content to basically click with your audiences. So brands, you need to go real and you need to go live. The second part is that live is right here and right now. Now what that means is I think that time is a very important aspect, and it's very crucial to your content, because when you have uploaded your content, or what time of the year has it come out, or what people are thinking about your brand or your product category at that time is really very important, because that sort of determines what is the success of the content that you put out there. So with live, what you can do is that you're creating this sense of urgency and this sense of importance to your content, and you're basically telling people that this content is going to be available on the internet for say half an hour on a particular day, because it's really important for you to watch it and consume that piece of content in that time frame, because we as a brand have something important to tell you, and we are opening up a channel to be able to do that. So it basically prevents your viewers from procrastinating, from consuming your content. And the other thing that it does for you as a brand is that a lot of times, when you roll out say a marketing campaign or a print campaign or a digital campaign, you have to sort of implement your strategies and then wait for say like a week or a month or sometimes even a year to be mapping out of what worked and what didn't work with your audiences, and then tweak your strategies and then judge the effectiveness and analyze what's to be done next, and it's really a big procedure. So while live gives your viewers the experience of interacting with your brand in real time, on the brand side of things, it allows you to get like a real-time statistic of absolutely everything, like what kind of audience are you expecting to sort of be interested in your products, or is your content working with the audience? How is it that you can probably involve more elements of interactivity? How can you incentivize them? How can you make them the face of your brand? How can you ask questions and take suggestions from them? How you can do much more to be able to judge the effectivity of whatever resources you deploy in having these marketing strategies. And the third and the most important bit of it is the element of being able to have a two-sided conversation with your audiences. Now that's another really important thing that brands struggle with these days, is that whatever piece of information comes out from a brand is essentially a one-sided conversation where say they launched a product and they announce to you a new service and they tell you, or stuff like that, where it's just sort of say talking down to the audience instead of talking to them. So with live, what you can do is that you can open up this two-way channel of communication, which basically changes the entire equation from making the conversation a man-to-man conversation instead of a brand-to-man conversation. And what that does for you is that it gives your viewers and your audiences and your targets the feeling of knowing that their brands are not really inaccessible, but there is actually a way to directly reach out to you and have a dialogue with you. So if they like your product, or if they want to review your product, or if they want to give you a suggestion, or if they want to participate in any kind of market research, I think live is an endless platform for you to literally go out in the audiences and touch base with them like never before, for you to open up so many endless touch points to be able to directly get in touch with your consumer and be able to do whatever it is to enhance your products, to enhance your customer experiences, basically to do whatever it is that a good marketing strategy is expected to do for a brand.